Okay, so my video is going to be very interesting today. And I'm coming down on the fact some of my friends do not have cell phones. And yeah, I'm talking about the ones whose parents hover over the darn kid every step she makes. And I'm going to say names because this is personal. But I'm going to say, look, it's time that this kids learn independence. No offense. And I'm going to say why in just a second. So, and I looked at the statistics of teenage to young adults with cell phones. And how many of them own a cell phone? And I think if you can talk, you can walk, you can tell Siri to call your mom, which I'm not going to do, but I could tell Siri to do something. As in, hey Siri button. Which yeah, not just demonstrates I can use it hands free.
What would you like to know about no dislike button?
Yeah, and as a fact, it gives me a little more independence. If I can't get my fingers to work fast enough to get the phone unlocked, I can get that Siri button to call my mom, my dad, or somebody along the way. And I personally believe that sometimes disabled people should be at the age demographic that they should learn how to be independent, that they should learn how to use a phone. And not really pushing iPhone because sometimes the iPhones can be expensive. But if you get an old phone like this, and let's say you get it where you can online and you get activated through a provider, that's the best way to start. Because I'm saying this because I'm a huge fan of it. Because not just that, it gives the people a little more independence. And I can tell you a little backstory of my night to shine, the first when my mom got that call. And I told her, I was like, my mom said this, did my daughter's allowed to be by her dang self? Yes. She's talking about me. Because I told my mom this, look, you give me a dang phone, you paid a monthly on it. And, sorry about this, my allergies act crazy, but hey. And, she pays the monthly, we keep it up 100%. So if I need her, I can call for it. Oh yeah. I guess I probably surprised a lot of darn parents that goes with their darn kids those things that we don't hover. And we started that very early in life. And let's see how early we started this bullcrap in an honest way. Because I was in high school. Yeah, we started the phones in high school. Way back when I was in 10th grade and I was in high school band. And I was going to practices. I was going to dances on my own. And my mom and dad had thought of the way to sit down and teach me how to use a cell phone right here. And even life after high school, I was going to community band practices. I was going to volunteer at the schools. I was going to work. And I was going to Fletcher. And yeah, if you're familiar with Fletcher and Nichols too, I've been in a situation where a lot of adults carry a phone on them personally. Because I've been in college before, I've been in Fletcher, I've been in Nichols, and the adults and every adult, whether you're faculty, whether you're a student, and danger happens, carrying a phone is what's going to help you in the long run, parents. It means parents of disabled kids are going to school must sit down and teach them how to use these things. Cause it's not to infuriate me that I'm seeing parents hover over a kid like they're babies, which we're not, and we should be treated accordingly. And with that being said, life would be better. We can have a lot more friends if parents wouldn't be hovering so much. You know? And also when I was working, I did have my phone with me because I don't want to use their landline so much because my contacts are implanted on this. I can either pull it out and text somebody or call somebody much quicker than the landline phones. And this is where it becomes wise. If we break down, the buses break down all the time. There's been an accident, and I've been into some situations at school per se that sometimes some of those things have happened, and I was able to reach my parent, whoever is receiving my texts and calls, which is my mom. I would have texted her on this saying, hey, we had broken, and we had safety words. Safety words saying on and at first, on, and leaving. So at, on, and leaving. At meaning I'm at the bus stop, at school. On, I just got on the bus, leaving to go to Fletcher, which I was at Nichols the last 4 years. And leaving Fletcher means meet me by the Durham Mall. But if she doesn't receive a text within that transmission and we stop unexpectedly and we had to turn the engine off, I'd be texting, hey, we broke down, somebody's coming. And we had instances where the sheriff's office was right, had to check my ID or something like that, said, I'm at such and such location, can you meet us there? You know, and also the fact, I learned this too, that the adults to teenagers who own a phone, no matter how old it is, it's about well over into 97% of people, which is a high number. And the fact is, I believe that most of them who are at that demographic should know how to use one. Yet parents need to learn how to teach them boundaries too. I have to learn those too. When is it okay to talk? When it's not okay to talk? Means if somebody's working at their job and then you try to text them, which I try not to be that person anymore because I learned there's a physical boundary. Saying, look, I kind of used to do that, but community band people at certain points, but I just, once I stopped talking to them, and I was like, no, I'm not going to do this with my current friends. So what I do with my current friends, the ones that are on my phone still as contact, I'll wait till after work hours to talk. Which kind of gives them space, it respects them 100%, you know. So nobody deserves to be fired in any situation, you know. And that's just that. You gotta learn sometimes when they say no and you know they can't do something, don't push their boundaries, you know. Teach your disabled adult not to push the boundaries. Because then again, they can get them all annoyed. So that's why teaching them boundaries with these kind of devices is crucial. It's life skills. They should learn this. And I'm sorry going on a rampage about this, but this is where some things I really wish if I become a music therapist, I really want to see changed. And I'm going to say straight away, they gotta let those kids grow up. Yeah, plain and simple. Because I've been in situations where I was treated respectfully, like an adult. I was in Nichols the last 4 years, and my faculty members, they treat me like an adult. They treat me as, hey, I am an independent person, rather than me being like, say, hey, I'm disabled. Because look, disability is no excuse. And I think a lot of parents need to hear this lecture right now. Disability is no excuse of why these young adults can't thrive and can't learn basic independent skills. So this is what I'm planning to do if I become a music therapist. Teach the clients independent skills. Teach them how to use a cell phone in case his parents don't teach them. Because look, this is skills that they need to learn how to be able to survive. Because 90% of the time, and let's say your client goes by, this person goes by themselves somewhere, and God knows where. Teaching them code words, teaching them, even getting them to set up the Siri buttons, hands-free on these devices, and so you can't get to your finger or your facial fast enough, can save you. And even the fact if you're in a dire situation and you can't get to mom and dad fast enough, SOS is your button. You press the home button this button here, hold it down 3 times. And I think it's I'm not sure what the buttons were, but anyways, alright. So I'm going to show you this. You hold this button here 3 times. You gotta press that power down and not power, volume down, and your power button 3 times to get Siri SOS modes. Which right now, and also the fact if they can do this, medical officials can find out your medical ID, which is you can swipe for it, and they can find out your information on an iPhone. Say if you gotta call 911, and let's say you can they can find out your contacts if you're in a dire situation. Which I didn't know this feature, but I'm gonna exit out of this, and I'm gonna enter my passcode just to prove a point that I'll show you the feature. But I'm trying to avoid the SOS button unless it's dire. So that way if I was in an emergency and they call 911 on me and they could take my phone out of my purse to save a life and get to Siri, get to SOS mode to get into my records, the records are available to them. And they can call my mom from that phone to come meet me at the hospital. You know, this is what parents need to quit fearing. Because look, the Bible says do not fear. So yeah, if you're hovering, you're showing fear. So that's not right. And that needs to change. So I'll approve this star message and I'll see you later.